Today I'm actually reviewing something on my doorstep. This is Torkard Cider, and it's made in Hucknall, in Nottingham. So Hucknall, I live in Sherwood. Hucknall is about 10 minutes away by car, so it's about 3 or 4 miles. It's not far. There's actually a Torkard road in Hucknall as well. So it says here, made from fresh local apples collected during 2020 within these Nottingham postcodes: NG4, NG8, NG9, NG11, 12, 14, 15 and 16. I live in NG5. Didn't get anything around here. Tut tut. So ingredients are Nottinghamshire apples, contain sulfites, trace with sweetener, sucralose. The ABV is 6%. Torkard cider of Hucknall, and then it says 89 NG 15 6ND. So they are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and it says here, whole juice Nottinghamshire cider and made from only fresh pressed Nottinghamshire grown apples, unfiltered and unfined, naturally sparkling. Pour carefully to avoid disturbing the natural sediment. And here's me, I've just tipped it upside down. Yep. Oh. So I got this from Hucknall's inaugural food and drink festival, which I thought, and I've done a separate review, so please, for those people living in Hucknall, please watch the review. And for those people who live in Nottingham, it was well worth going up. There were there's some micro pubs in Hucknall. There was good food there. Lincoln Green Brewing were there, obviously. Torkard cider, Woodman cider. And it was a nice day out. A few hours there. It was nice. So let's pour this out. And I haven't had a cider for a while, so it's nice. So yeah, you can see the carbonation there. Beautiful. And as you can see, it's just started to disturb the sediment layer. I don't care about sediment layers, but some of you may. So always something to think about. So look at that. I would say straw coloured, slightly hazy, but like I said, it's unfined. Now, unfined means they're not stripping out the problem. Putting finings into wine, into beer, it strips out flavour. So unfined, unfiltered, for me, is always king. So on the nose, nice apples. It's going to be apple, isn't it? It is what it is. Nice sweetness on the nose, though, to be fair. Can't wait, they're starting. Oh, that's nice. Straight away. You drink something and straight away you smile. I can't give it away. The best beer reviewers, in my opinion, are the ones that straight away, without saying anything, are the ones that smile. And yeah. Very nice. So yeah, nice sparkly cider, but naturally sparkly. It's easy done. You can do it with beer, can't you? Into sugar. I presume. Not a cider maker. Well, I've brewed many a cider. Let's put it that way. But yeah, very refreshing, crisp, refreshing, as any good cider should be. Not getting the ABV. The ABV doesn't taste like a 6%. But wow. And I'm quite sad in some ways that we had a cider maker living around the corner from me on Colin Green, Blue Barrel Cider, and they've now moved. I still think that they're going to keep the name Blue Barrel going and keep the Nottingham roots going, coming up once a month, I think it is, they're coming up. So it's good to see. And I've actually got a bottle of Blue Barrel on the top shelf somewhere to reminisce. And because it kind of saddens me in that way that we've lost a local cider maker. But I suppose, you know, they are moving down south, and I presume it was only a part-time job, because, you know, for a lot of these breweries, I presume it's part-time. You know, they've got their own work, and then they do this in their spare time. A bit like me with beer reviews and gardening and things like that. You know, you use your spare time to accommodate them as best as you can. But it does amaze me that how much is on the doorstep of Nottinghamshire, and I hope to see this on Adventure Beer at some stage. I will tag the good man in, because the thing I find with local breweries, local cider makers, is that a lot of people don't know they even exist. I didn't know these existed. I'd heard of them. You've got Snenton Cider Company, and there's lots scattered around. And as a local beer reviewer, as a local Nottingham person, for me, it's all about promoting our locals. Why wouldn't you? You know, local, the money goes back into the community, you know, and that is king for me. I mean, you've seen all these breweries around the country that are running out of, because they haven't got the lorries, pubs are running out of stock. The local ones aren't. No, because all their beers are made locally. And them local pubs have got plenty of beer. Yeah. So it just goes to show you, supporting local is king, isn't it? I would say it's my first cider from these good people. I think the man in charge is actually part of Nottingham Camera. I'm sure he is. I'm sure I had a little conversation on the social chat the other week, and yeah, and it would be awesome to meet up at some stage down Robin Hood, and I do think like a local cider collab between all the cider makers in Nottingham. You know, even if it's, I don't know if it's for charity, should you, but a Nottinghamshire cider, a true Nottingham collab cider, that to me would be amazing. And as a beer reviewer, somebody who likes the cider, you know, if there was a day of pressing and that, to do that sort of thing, and I'd love to go down, be part of it, do a live stream, chat to the cider makers. You know, I want to use my channel to push the locals, and especially because they're on the doorstep, and I can go visiting, because it's only, you know, a little bit away from me. But anyway, so you've seen how it is there. The sediment layers come in. I'm going to add the sediment layer to it because I want to drink it all and enjoy. And yeah, you can see the sediment on the bottom. Nothing to worry about. Yeah. As a beer reviewer and as a home brewer, I get sediment all the time on beer. But for some people, they might be put off. Do not be put off. It's a natural occurring thing. That is so easy going. So easy drinking. That 6%'s not hitting me yet. Might have to go for a lie down there. But yeah, it's I'm really pleased, because Woodman cider and Torkard cider were on the same stall, and they both underestimated, one, the popularity of the Hucknall Food and Drink Festival and how much cider they'd need. And I think next year, for me, it's better to overestimate than underestimate. Take as much as you can with you, because every bottle sold, it's a new person drinking your cider possibly, and you know, there's always the odd chance that a local beer reviewer might come over and grab a load as well. So I will next year when it comes to the beer fest, Robin Hood Festival, actually, Hucknall Festival rather, actually get in touch beforehand and get both cider makers to put me all their new stuff around, or stuff I've not drank before and reviewed, to one side, so I can come up, splash the dosh, and get a whatever. Because like the beers, I mean, Lincoln Green, you know, I love all my local breweries. It's tough getting around all of them, obviously, because there's so many these days, but you know, I get around what I can, and that to me is king. It's just a lovely tasting apple, this is. It's got to say, as a slightly sparkling cider goes, it's easily better than anything shop bought, you know, big commercial brand made, on the apple front at least, you know. Top class. And I kind of ballsed up, and somehow I picked up two of the same instead of picking up one of each. They had two varieties on that day, and somehow I picked up two of the same. But in some ways now, I'm kind of glad I did, because the other bottle, I can, when a friend's around who's a cider drinker, I can say, take a pew of this, and he'll agree with me that this is a classy cider. Irrespective of who makes it, this is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I can't pick out the elements that probably other cider reviewers can. You know, those people who drink cider day in, day out, and can pick out all the what's the word? All the elements. I'm more of a traditional person that just knows for me, if it tastes good or not. Picking out certain bits, but not going into such too much detail, unless I can pick the detail out, obviously. But yeah, really enjoying this. Although I may have to lie down after this. Got a thumping headache beforehand, but I've been out and done free gardens today, so here's me. I don't do private gardens, and I sent a gardener from work to this garden, and there's gardeners and there's gardeners, and he was a bit of a lad, a nice lad, but he's loud-mouthed, knows it all, and he says, yeah, I can do it. And gets there, rings me up to, how do you prune an hydrangea? I'm at home thinking, for God's sakes, I thought he was a gardener. And then he asked me, how do you prune this? And I'm like, oh my God. And he's all right at cutting edges, but he can't pick weeds and you know, what a traditional gardener can do. So yeah. So I ended up with one garden, then that went to two. Sadly, he's passed away now. Lovely bloke. And then and now I'm doing old lady's neighbour, back of the old lady, 3, old lady's friend, 4, sister-in-law, 5, old lady's daughter, 6, lady in Gedling, 7 gardens now. Crazy. And they're gardens because obviously I can change dynamics in gardens. I can make a garden look more amazing than just a standard looking boring garden, just by putting edges on lawns. You'd be surprised. And putting flowers in, and I grow flowers myself, so giving them, even just giving them flowers to put in the garden. It makes me happier because it makes it more of an interesting project for me. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, it's about yeah. I don't make anything for the plants I give, but I get the enjoyment of seeing a garden come from nothing to a quality garden, or rebringing gardens back. Anyway, the cider's hitting me now. I'm yakking. I thoroughly enjoyed this Torkard cider from Hucknall, vegan friendly. So, out of 5. Would I drink this again? Yes. I've got another bottle. And even though I didn't intend to, but I have, and that's that. But I can't wait to drink it actually. But I'm saving it for a night when the mate's round, and who's a cider drinker. And we'll drink it together and see what he thinks. I think he'll agree with me. This is a classy cider. Hazy straw pour. Obviously apple, like a sweet apple nose. The taste, it was medium, so, but you know, lovely apple taste. And I've got to admit, it's better than a hell of a lot of the stuff that's in supermarkets. If you're a cider drinker who goes to the supermarket, you need to be trying this. I'm not joking. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Torkard cider. Google it. Out of 5 against other ciders, a good 4.6 out of 5. This is amazing. 6%. Hucknall based, near me, but don't let that fool you. That was a big B, that was. Be off. Yeah. So let's see, it goes. Go away. Yeah, go away. So yeah, classic cider. And that's it for this beer review. As always, thank you all for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.